Oh, because he called saying that.
I don't care what he calls for. He's following me.
Okay, we'll figure everything out.
Talk to him. I don't need you to figure out nothing. I am working.
We will figure everything out.
I am working.
Okay.
I'm a black male in a white neighborhood, and I'm working.
That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it does.
No.
He's following me.
Okay. He's getting out of the way, okay?
Okay, he's still following me.
We will figure that out.
Yeah, get away from me. I don't care how many cops show up. He's following me. What? I don't give a I know he's a f***ing cop. What's up? You need how many cops for a newspaper carrier? Oh, you guys are some I swear to God, you guys are
Stop reaching for stuff, dude.
I'm not reaching for shit.
And don't keep your hands on the steering wheel.
My hands haven't moved off the steering wheel.
Okay, can I explain it?
No, I don't need nothing to be explained to me. I'm being followed. Okay. He called the cops. Congratulations.
Yes.
I'm coming to and from a house. Ooh, he's committing a crime. He's black.
No one's saying
He's black.
Okay.
He's black.
I'm gonna explain
I'm
why
doing
we're
my
here.
fucking paper out.
Okay, I understand that. I see all the papers in your car.
Yeah,
okay?
congratulations.
He just called saying that someone threatened his life. That's why we're here, okay?
Yeah, I threatened his life because I walked up to him and asked him why he's following me.
You're not under arrest. Can you step out of the car?
I don't need to be under arrest. I don't. That's dumb.
Appreciate it.
You're gonna arrest me?
No, I'm not gonna arrest you. Come sit right here, okay?
Fuck, I'm working.
Sit on the bumper.
I'm
You got any weapons on you?
No, I don't got on me. I'm at work.
We're gonna dispatch you, okay?
Gosh, I got a knife in my car.
That's fine. I don't care about what's in the car.
To cut my straps on my newspaper.
Okay.
Cedric was understandably upset about being thrust into such a distressing situation. His night was disrupted by the potential for violence, and he was also wrongly accused of threatening a police officer's life, an accusation that the officers would quickly discover was completely false.
Nothing. We don't need nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, officer. What are we here for? What are we here for? Search my car. There's newspapers. This is the second time this happened to me.
What's your first name, sir?
Cedric, all time.
Cedric? Okay, Cedric. Okay, we just got a call saying that
I'm in danger. Ooh, that's a lie. Now what happens to him? He's lying.
That's what we're here.
He's lying.
Okay?
So what happens to him?
Was there any?
What happens to a liar?
We will figure that out.
To get 4 cops here. How many cops cars are here?
Cedric.
For a newspaper carrier?
Cedric.
I don't need to talk. It's not making no sense. I'm not under arrest, right?
You're not under arrest.
Okay, I can go, right?
No, you're not free to go either.
Why can't I go?
Because
I'm not under arrest. Who's a sergeant? Who's a sergeant around here?
On his way. Okay.
Thank you. Please, I'm not under arrest, right? I'm going back to work, right?
No, you're not leaving right now, but you're not under arrest, okay? Do you want me to put you in handcuffs?
This is dumb.
Right now,
you're gonna put me in handcuffs for what?
Cedric.
Because I'm talking?
Right now, I'm just talking to you man to man, trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
It's not a man-to-man conversation. We'll talk to him. The one's so in danger. He's in danger. I got weapons.
Cedric.
I got weapons.
You see how calm I am?
Throw a newspaper out.
You see how calm I am?
I pulled into his driveway. If I pulled into your driveway, I'm obviously your carrier.
Cedric. Just talk to me for a little bit, okay?
There's nothing to talk about.
Okay.
There's nothing to talk about.
Did you guys have any verbal altercation?
He's following me.
Okay.
I walked up to his car because he came around the block again for the 3rd time. I approached him. Why are you following me? Okay. Because I'm a black male in a white neighborhood? Oh, where are you at? I'm on the north end. Oh, you
yes, sir, baby. Let's get it.
My wife is black. I don't care.
That's all we're trying to get to is what happened between you guys that made him call
I am working. I am driving a bucket and I'm in a nice neighborhood. I'm working. I'm over here every night. I see you guys every night. Nobody messes with me. But a car that sees a bucket in the neighborhood on the wrong side of the street, throwing a paper out the window.
Cedric explained that he was just doing his delivery job when Sheriff Troyer began tailing him in his personal SUV. When Cedric asked why he was being followed, Sheriff Troyer didn't identify himself as law enforcement or provide an explanation. Instead, he wrongfully accused Cedric of being a porch pirate and made a misleading 911 call.
Right, any sort of
No! Okay. What am I threatening for? I feel threatened. I'm followed. Just because I walked up on him, I threatened him?
Did he make any threats to you?
Nobody made no threats.
Okay.
That's a lie. If I made a threat, I'll tell you, but I didn't. I didn't even go to him angry. I just wanted to know why he was following me.
That's
simple.
So, what this looks like is a big case of
Sheriff Ed Troyer faced charges for false reporting and making a false or misleading statement to a public servant. Despite publicly admitting his reliance on the 911 call, he was found not guilty. Cedric did pursue a civil rights lawsuit against the sheriff, which settled for $500,000. Karen Z. Turner, a commissioner of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, showed how being in a high position can lead to arrogance, where one might believe they're above the law and its consequences. This was evident when her daughter was stopped by 2 police officers during a routine traffic stop.
They pulled over, first of all. Now don't call me Miss, I'm Commissioner. Thank you.
The video starts by revealing Karen's daughter, whose car was seized because its registration expired 2 years ago and the driver didn't have an insurance card. We can see Karen's daughter gesturing to her, prompting Karen to park the car and approach the officers. What happened next was a clear example of the police officers' resilience against corruption and confronting the disrespect and entitlement often displayed by people in higher positions, like this commissioner.
How do you get the car back?
Valid registration, valid insurance card.
How do they know that this is her car? Like, don't you need to give us a receipt or something? Like, how are they going to know that this one
This is the receipt. This goes on file.
Hi, I'm Karen Turner. Hi.
It's not her.
I'm a resident. There you go.
It's fine. I don't need that.
Okay, fine. I'm Karen Turner.
You're just here as the rider, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm here as a concerned citizen and friend of the mayor and been in Tenafly for 20 years. I take full responsibility for them. And what is the reason they were pulled over?
The driver has all the information. He'll tell you.
No. I need to know.
No, you don't need to know.
Okay.
We're not involved here. You're picking them up?
No. I'm involved. Trust me.
Well,
I'm
not
very
going to tell
involved.
you. He's the driver of the automobile. He's over 18. That's all you need to know.
As soon as she approaches the officers, she promptly requests information about the situation. To her surprise, the police officer denied her request, stating that she had no right to know, mainly since all individuals involved were over 18 and thus considered adults by law. Despite being denied involvement, she persists by presenting her ID and informing them she's the commissioner of the Port Authority. However, she is met with indifference from the officers once again, who respond with a dismissive attitude.
Okay. If you can...
We don't need to see credentials.
Okay.
We've explained already.
You need a... Okay. So, if there's a problem, I think I have...
There's no problem.
Well, I think there's a problem. Okay. Let's hear why were they pulled over, first of all?
Miss.
Now, don't call me Miss. I'm Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner.
Yes.
All due
Why were they
respect.
pulled over?
All due respect.
Yep. Why
The
they
driver
pulled
will tell you.
over? No. I need
Yes,
to
ma'am.
know.
The car's getting towed.
Why is the car getting towed?
Go ask him.
No. I'm asking. You're the person who ordered it, and trust me.
Miss, this does not involve 1%.
Yeah, it does, because I'm picking them up, and I'm offering to take responsibility for them, and you can't even tell me the charges. I'm also an attorney, so I think if you can't tell me, what is the problem? Why is it such a difficult to say why they're being pulled over, and why the car's being towed?
Because everything has already been explained.
I know, but I need to know.
Why do you need to know?
Because this is impacting me, because I got 4 people who are coming back to my house, including people who live in New Haven attending Yale Graduate School, a PhD student, and I don't know why it's so difficult to say what the problem is.
The issue, Commissioner Karen, is that you're only allowed to drive a car without registration for up to 30 days after purchase in the United States. After that period, it's mandatory to register the vehicle. Failure to do so can result in penalties of up to $500 or even 60 days in jail if caught driving without the necessary paperwork. When questioned again, the officers explained that their treatment of her was influenced by her demeanor towards them. If someone politely asks about a situation, especially if the family is involved, they will likely receive an explanation. However, Commissioner Karen seemed entitled to know because of her political position from the start. To make matters worse, she began to act aggressively towards the officers when they continued to deny her requested information.
Take a step back. Take a step back
If you
for me.
can't even describe what the
Take a
problem
step back
is,
for me. I can't move back any farther. I keep moving back farther, and you keep
Okay.
moving closer to me.
Because you
Can
can't
you take
even
a step back?
put a sentence together
Take a
on what
step back.
the problem is.
Because I'm not, because of your demeanor.
No, I
I
came
am
in
under
very
no
nicely.
legal obligation to tell you.
And I'm under no
Okay.
legal obligation to tell you what I will be doing.
Since the 2 officers were not cooperating, Karen chose to subtly threaten them, at least for the moment. After some discussion between the officers and the commissioner regarding the issue, and receiving no response, Karen had reached her limit.
You know what? I'm very disappointed in the way the two of you are acting. You cannot even tell me, a mother living in Tenafly for 20 years with 2 kids who went through the school system, what the problem is. And that's shocking. It's shocking that you can't even give me a sense.
I think
no,
we should conclude this.
I will.
Just for safety reasons, this is a high-speed road. I think we should all get off of the road. It's a little bit dangerous for us being out here as long as we were
anyway. Thank you for your concern with my safety.
Okay.
I don't need it. You can't put a sentence together. Sorry.
Okay.
That's pathetic. Okay. And you are a disappointment. And you are just following him. So you are also a disappointment. Okay. You can't put together a sentence of what the problem is.
Are you finished now? Are you finished, ma'am?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and very disappointed. Thank you for your help.
You may take them now.
You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut the f*** up and not tell me when I may take my kids and her friends who are PhD students from MIT and Yale. Okay. You may tell me nothing because you told me nothing. Shame on both of you.
After losing her temper with the officers, she didn't hesitate to threaten to use her connections and influence to have them fired. In this situation, the officers responded impressively.
And I will be speaking to the mayor.
Badge number 540.
I got your name. I got your name.
Just to make sure there's no discrepancy.
There's no
Matt is the first name.
No. Don't you worry.
As long as you got all the information right.
I got all your information, sweetheart. You can't put a sentence together. That's shameful. Okay. That's shameful.
Have a pleasant weekend.
You have a wonderful weekend. You're going to...
After exchanging friendly greetings, the car was eventually towed. Despite her ongoing argument, she ultimately departed without facing the consequences. Once the video became widely known and went viral, she was forced to step down from her role as commissioner and issue a formal apology video.
Make room for life's biggest achievements. CubeSmart has convenient self-storage for every milestone in life. We make it easy to say, goodbye last chapter, hello self-storage. Find your storage solution for your next chapter at CubeSmart.
Sarasota police officer Julia Beskin stopped congressional candidate Martin Hyde on February 14, 2022, for speeding and texting while driving. Yet this politician displayed a significant sense of entitlement.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? Officer Beskin, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I'll just call the chief. How's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license?
I am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir. See your registration, please. You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration.
I have it.
You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play with this video.
Okay.
Right, then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, darling. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay.
Hyde boldly threatened Officer Beskin's job, but she remained composed under pressure. Since when do politicians think they can boss around the police?
I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why
sir.
are you doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Say so. Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
It's evident that someone like him shouldn't be trusted with any position of authority. It's worth mentioning that during this traffic stop, Hyde was merely a Republican congressional candidate in Florida.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
10-14-6.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 to Great Bell Street?
You don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be issued a
interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
Are you going to be issued a
There's
citation?
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration.
Listen.
All right. Sir, you're going to...
Stupid.
You're going to be issued a citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is $256. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty, an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course.
You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
You know what he said about you?
If you fail to complete...
Like this.
Okay.
And he's going to have you again.
And that's fine.
It's not fine. Why do you keep saying it's fine?
Sir?
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do a prior to submission of payment, as they do require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license. You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving.
Due to his inflated ego, Hyde resorted to racial discrimination. He was adept at twisting facts to suit his agenda, showcasing the unfortunate state of politics today. Hyde then proceeded to record what he deemed as injustice against him on his phone.
I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
Yeah, but you have the bad...
Sir, step back into your car or stand on the sidewalk so you don't get hit by a vehicle. It's for your safety. 14 right here. Can I have another unit respond? Sir, stand over there. It's for my safety and for your safety. Sir? 10-4, the driver being extremely uncooperative.
He was skilled at distorting facts, which seems to reflect the current state of politics.
Are you still waiting for a supervisor, or are you leaving?
Brangiani's coming now.
Okay, very good.
By the way, he's a friend of mine.
I'm sorry?
Friend.
Okay.
I'm on my way over there. You know Pat Robertson, right?
Yes, I do, sir.
Why are you doing it?
Because I have a job to do, sir. Nobody's above the law.
No one's above the law. You have to have some degree of respect for law-abiding.
That degree of respect started the moment I walked up to your car, sir. No, you're an influential person. You're...
Very.
You can go ahead and do that.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Why not just say you're sorry?
Because I did nothing wrong, sir. I was doing my job. But I am going to ask you either to sit in your car or step on the sidewalk, because I don't want either one of us getting hit. Okay. Sir, I have nothing more to say to you, sir. You requested my supervisor. You can have the conversation with them now.
Kudos to Beskin for maintaining her composure and refraining from escalating the situation until her supervisor arrived.
What she said was, I don't have it. She immediately said, I write your citation. She went right back. She never said anything. She went straight back. I denied the citation. She's straight back, right this up. I've lived here for 25 years. I've represented your unit. I've got no interest in listening to you, young lady.
I was talking to my sergeant. Sergeant, if you don't mind if we could step over off the road onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, just a second, officer.
Come on then.
Yeah, Mr. Hyde, like I said,
No.
you know...
I've represented you guys in union discussions. My son is a cop. I'm friends with everybody in the police department. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. And for what reason? I could care less. If they were going to write me a ticket, I could care less. I just pay the bloody thing. You don't think I got the money?
Her interaction... I'd say...
Outrageous. Yeah. Why would you do that? Why? I mean, of all the people to do it to.
Yeah, I understand, sir. And, you know, I set you... you know, I've been with the negotiations with you, and I understand where you're coming from.
I don't ask for special treatment, but I don't expect to get treated like a punk.
Hyde then decided to flaunt his wealth in front of the officers. His persistent pestering was a clear sign that he anticipated receiving special treatment.
Yeah, I have to leave it on.
All right, so here's the thing. She lied about the cell phone thing. Okay. She lied about I don't know, the speed. I could care less. She'd give me the ticket all day long. I could care less about that. And then I gave her the registration, and she's registration? It's in the car there somewhere. She goes off, she writes me a ticket, she brings me back a citation. I said, there it is. Okay. And she still gives me it.
Okay. All right.
She's being funny. And the thing is, I appreciate that. I back you guys left, right, and center.
I understand that. I do. Trust me, I do know that.
I don't expect better treatment, but I don't expect worse treatment. If that's how you treat people, that's unacceptable.
Hyde indirectly requested Beskin's supervisor to turn off his body cam, displaying a sense of entitlement that no one, especially entitled congressional candidates, should have. The resulting body cam footage went viral, leading to severe backlash for Hyde on social media due to his behavior. Hyde responded to the immense public outcry with a Facebook post of his own. "I'm not going to justify my poor temper on that day or attempt to mitigate it in any way. There will be some who will say, it's not the first time I've acted out, and they'd be right, I have faults. And one of them is to be overly aggressive on occasion. When I'm challenged in the political arena, that is possibly a good thing, but on a personal level, it's not." Do you think Martin Hyde got off lightly, or should there have been stricter action against him? On April 27, 2018, some police officers from Lower Township responded to a report of a Chevrolet truck driving erratically and swerving across lanes. When they pulled over the truck, the officers were surprised to see who was inside.
You gotta do what you gotta do. We got calls on it.
Somebody called it on you driving erratic.
Erratic driver.
Headed home?
The driver turned out to be Lower Township Lieutenant John Chu. Instead of treating him like an ordinary citizen, the officer quickly called his supervisor to figure out how to handle the situation.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. My mic's live, so you know, at this point. I mean, my camera. We had an erratic driver call. Lieutenant Chu. We got him on a 38 honeysuckle and Idell. I'm in charge right now. I just wanted to call and let you know. I'm not saying that yet. I haven't went up to the. Nucius went up to the car. I kind of stayed back.
Did the caller?
I was behind him. I was behind you. Did you get any? Yes. We gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna have to lock him up if he's 450. You told him to just hang tight. You didn't observe any alcohol in the thing or anything. I know you probably didn't. It's a high truck. Is there an odor yet or anything?
No.
John Chu had been on the force for 23 years, which left the officers perplexed about how to proceed. Meanwhile, John seemed clearly drunk, and the situation was about to get even worse.
Yeah, we're not going to mute our cameras at all or anything. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. All right, see. We're going to have to pull him out. We can't mute our cameras. We can't do anything. Let's hope. Hopefully he's all right. Safe to drive. Edward's just coming in. Let's see. So we had the erratic driver call on you. I guess Nucius had some observation. We have to handle this like anything else. He's going to ask you to step out. We already talked to Lieutenant Brioli. All right. He's gonna make sure you're safe to operate the vehicle.
I drive half a mile.
I understand, but everything's recorded now, sir. You know that. We got to handle it how we have to handle it.
At this moment, we realize how important the body cameras are because things might have gone differently if they weren't on. Soon after, the lieutenant had to get out of his car.
He's just going to talk to you. You know how it is. He's going to ask you some questions, make sure you're all right.
I'm fine. Can you do me a favor? Can you just take your hat off for me, please, sir? Can you just take your hat off? Feet together, hands down your side.
LT, let's get him off this. We don't want to do it in the middle of the road here. Let's get him off the side. I'm going to kill my lights too, all right? Just put the back on. Right, LT, let's get you out of the middle of the road. We don't want you in the middle of the road here. Let's go off to the side.
Let's go check your eyes real quick. Hands on your side, feet together. You see, dip my finger? I want you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Just your eyes. Don't move your head for me, all right?
The other officer began to perform field sobriety tests on the lieutenant, and just one test in, it was clear that things were not going well for him.
I have a call on hold. Can you hear that? It's 21.
Is it urgent?
Actually, did anybody attempt to call?
After 2 more tests, the lieutenant realized he was too drunk to continue. He then asked the officers for a favor.
Do you not wish to complete the test, sir? You got to get your hand off the truck, sir. Alright, I'll give it to you again. Hands together, feet down at your side. You're going to raise either leg of your choice, approximately. You're going to keep your foot parallel to the ground. And you're going to count 1001, 1002, 1003. While you're counting, I want you to look down to your toe, keep both knees locked out. You understand?
You know what?
Hold on, LT. You don't want to complete the test?
No, I don't.
Okay. You want to give it? You don't want to complete the test, sir?
No.
Sir, you know we don't want to be put in this position.
You know what, John? I get it.
You don't have your weapon on you or anything? You don't have any firearms?
No.
Stuff I got to ask, sir. Here, LT.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
The officers felt embarrassed about having to enforce the law properly. Under normal circumstances, anyone else would have been arrested easily. However, the lieutenant felt he deserved special treatment and shouldn't be held responsible for his actions.
Nothing personal for our safety and yours. You know what we have to do. I just want to check to make sure you don't have anything on you. All right?
You know what, John? Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
All right. Can you walk back to this car with us, please?
No. You know what?
What's it?
I would love to know who called.
You can find that out. You know that. You can find out. I don't know who called. I do not know, but you know you'll be able to find that out. We did not know we were looking for this truck, sir. Came out as an erratic driver. So with all respect, can we get you back there so we can get you off the street, get away from this?
I'm not going back to FPD.
I'll tell you at this point, our hands are tied. I mean, I hope you understand.
I totally get it.
The officers told him that there was nothing they could do. Their hands were tied. If it weren't for the body cameras recording everything, the lieutenant would probably have been allowed to go home by now.
Let me ask you this. Can I have 20 minutes?
Sir, you know we cannot do that. Everything is... Sir, everything's on camera.
I get it. I totally get it.
See, people are starting to drive by it. LT, let's get you out of here, okay? Can you come with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go in the back of Mike's car. We'll get you out of here. Make sure you're safe. What's up? I can't let you get in the car. You know that.
Well, then you drive it.
Well, if you have someone on scene, we can get it. I see Mr. Eccles here. We can try to get him to...
Drive my truck home, please.
His keys are in it. We'll handle that, LT. We'll handle that. All right. Do front and search him. Okay.
What can I do, man?
Not much any of us can do, unfortunately. We can't do that, Mike. Yeah, just do me a favor, hang tight, all right?
John was escorted back to the police cruiser to be taken to the station, but his sense of entitlement showed no signs of fading.
LT, you know you can't do that, sir. We can't have you in the front seat.
I can't have you in the front seat.
We're not going to cuff you in the back, okay? We're going to do it in the front, all right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, sir, you understand this. You would hate to be in our position too. John, please, John. Please, John. John, please. We'll get you the help you need. Let's just, come on. You know we don't want to do this to you. All right, well, we gotta get get this process up. People are starting to come. We're all gonna get. You know what? Other people responding out here. Sir, I would like you. This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna get you behind this door so no one sees. Mike's gonna put the cuffs on you in the back.
No, there's no cuffs.
Yeah, what does it do? We have policies and procedures. Let me call the LT. Just, you can shut the door for now. Oh, man.
The officers initially thought they didn't need to handcuff him, but his supervisor quickly told them to stick to the rules. Once again, John was very unhappy about this.
We gotta cuff him in the front. We can do it in the front, but we gotta do it. LT, we just talked to Lieutenant Peroli. We have to, in the front, we'll do it right here. Don't have to do it behind your back. Okay? Please please cooperate
John,
with us.
come on.
John, we don't want this to turn into anything more. You know that. We don't want it, but we cannot lose our jobs. You understand, sir? You're my first sergeant. Thank you.
John resisted initially, but finally complied after the officer repeatedly urged him to cooperate. The officer then went to search his car for any alcohol.
You come over here, Rob. Not much. There was nothing we could do. We would have. He's my first sergeant. I have to get it towed. I have to tow it.
The officer said several times that John was his first sergeant, and it was clear that making the arrest was tough for him. They soon took him to the police station for an alcohol test, and his blood alcohol level was 0.36%, 4 times the legal limit. He was charged with driving under the influence and pled guilty, resulting in a $689 fine and losing his license for 7 months. On December 4th, 2021, 3 First Amendment auditors were recording in the streets of Miami when they spotted a police car illegally parked. One of the auditors walked over to the car and saw the officer inside using his phone. He tried to get the officer's attention by waving and shining his flashlight. Suddenly, the officer got very confrontational with him.
He doesn't realize that I'm there. He's just sitting there texting.
Sorry.
You doing all right? You doing okay?
I'm working.
You're working?
Why would I be okay?
Okay.
You have a problem? Why would you flash your light at my face?
Huh?
Why would you flash your light at my face?
Oh, 'cause I was trying to see if you were okay.
You're harassing me. I'm here in my car. Why would I be okay?
Why are you
harassing me?
I'm not harassing you.
So what are you doing over here?
I'm checking to see if you're okay.
Don't come playing on games with me, but I know about you guys. Don't play on games with me.
You what?
You are harassing me. Don't come harassing me, sir.
I'm not harassing you.
A sergeant was in the police cruiser, and he became angry when the auditor used his flashlight on him. This caused him to start escalating the situation.
I was asking.
Don't come harassing me.
Pardon?
Don't come over here harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
Where do you live at, sir?
Where do you live at? What a punk. Yeah, he's trying to say I'm harassing him. It's a guy. It's an old white dude. We got flashlights too. Really? Really? I can play the flashlight game too, bro. I'll just come over here then. You dude.
Soon after, the sergeant stepped out of his vehicle to confront the auditor and demanded to see his ID.
What?
See your ID.
I'm not harassing you.
You're harassing me.
How am I harassing
I'm
you?
going to show you right now.
How am I harassing you?
11:30.
You're gonna find out.
How am I harassing you?
You're shining your light in a police car.
You were I was asking if you were okay.
Why would you ask me that? I'm a police officer. Why you ask me if I'm okay? Do I need you?
Am I not allowed to ask if the police are okay?
Why you ask me if I'm okay? 11:30. You're gonna find out. Can you send me a couple of units here at Colchi Park on 6-1?
Am I not allowed to ask if a police officer's okay?
You're gonna find out.
I'm gonna find out?
Yeah, you're gonna find out. Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
Yes, you are. You don't even know what that means. Yes, can you send me some units over here, please?
The sergeant called for backup, continuing to complicate things for the auditor, who hadn't broken any laws or tried to harass him in any way.
I really asked if you were okay.
You're gonna find out. You're flashing your light in my car. You're harassing me. Is that something normal people do? Go up to the car and flash lights in their car?
I was asking if you were okay.
Is that normal people things do?
I was asking if you were okay.
Hey, where you guys live? Let me see your IDs.
No.
Let me see your IDs.
I don't have my ID on me.
Okay, you need to get out of here then. You have ID. You have to be in the streets of Florida.
If we're free to go,
you have to have an ID to be on the street.
Yes, you do. You need to ID yourself.
No, unless we committed a crime.
Be quiet.
No, not at all.
Okay.
You have to have ID.
What's your name and
I don't have ID on me.
Okay.
Sergeant Jack, what's your name? What's your ID
You're
number?
gonna find out real soon.
What's your ID number?
Am I gonna get you? You're gonna find out real soon.
What's your ID number?
You're gonna find out real soon.
Look what you're doing to this house right here.
Why you care? Where do you live at?
What do you mean?
Where do you live at?
Doesn't matter.
Where do you live at?
Doesn't
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you're in a neighborhood harassing a police officer.
No,
I'm not
it does
harassing.
matter.
I
It
literally
does
was
matter.
asking if you were okay. You're the one that escalated this.
You're gonna find out.
The officer kept threatening the individuals, even though they hadn't done anything wrong. Moreover, he didn't have the right to demand their IDs since he had no reasonable suspicion against them. Despite this, the sergeant appeared to disregard the law and continued with his actions.
I say
I literally. Okay, you say. I asked if you were okay.
You're harassing me.
What did I ask you? I
You're
asked if
harassing
you were okay.
Okay, you're gonna find out. You're harassing me.
I literally asked if you were okay.
Where's your ID at? Where's your ID at? Because you're so smart. Where's your ID at?
Huh? I don't have my
Where's your ID at?
I don't have it on
I
me.
need all your IDs now. I'm gonna take you out right now. I need your ID, sir. I need your ID right now. Give me your ID. Give me your ID.
Literally, okay, real quick. Can I talk to you real quick? I asked
Give me
him.
your ID.
I don't have my ID on
Okay,
me.
you have to have an ID to be on the street as an adult. Okay?
No, not to be on the
If you know too much,
streets.
you're recording. You should know that. Okay.
Not to be on the streets. It's only for driving.
Right here. We need to run these guys back.
What crime am I being
Okay,
suspected
put your
of?
phones down. You're getting investigated right now.
Okay.
They came here harassing.
Soon after, a couple of officers arrived at the scene, and they seemed surprised by what was happening. One of the auditors took the opportunity to explain the whole situation to the newly arrived officer.
Can I talk to you, please? This guy is like freaking out. Okay, listen, I asked him if he was okay. I was walking around. I noticed he's been sitting here for a while. I didn't know if sometimes people fall asleep. I wanted to make sure he was okay.
But I wasn't sleeping.
All I did was turn my flashlight on because I was looking. And he's like, why are you harassing me? I said, are you okay? And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, are you okay? I'm just checking to see if you're okay. And he starts freaking out on us. He says, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. You're going to find out. Starts threatening us.
You guys just checking in on me.
Literally just checking to make sure everything was okay.
The sergeant didn't stop with just one person. He continued to intimidate the other auditors as well.
Cross over there.
You were right here. Good or good?
I hope so. I don't know. This guy is escalating it, man. Yeah.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Yep.
I'm on the sidewalk filming him, sir. I don't have a flashlight, sir.
Give me your ID.
I didn't break the law. I didn't break the law.
I need your ID.
I didn't break a law, sir. No, I didn't. I'm on a public sidewalk filming. No.
You're harassing me.
No.
I need your ID.
Filming a public official is not harassment. Sir.
Bro, literally, like, what is this? Can I talk?
I don't have a flashlight, sir. What are you talking about? I don't have a flashlight.
Your friends were harassing.
I don't have. I have nothing to do with him.
Okay.
I'm my own person. What?
Take your gun out my face.
Step back.
Sergeant Jack, they know who I am.
I don't care who
Everybody in the
Stop harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
You came here flashing in my car.
I did not do
Okay?
it.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow on Monday.com.
You build your own workflow? Why? There are
While the auditor was calmly explaining the situation to one of the officers who had just arrived, the sergeant intervened again, launching into an aggressive rant.
Do I go up to people's cars and flash my light in their cars for no reason?
Yeah, you do probably.
No, I don't. Not for no reason. If I get sent there.
Okay, you don't ever walk around. You literally just shone a flashlight into these people's houses. What are you talking about?
Who are you to come in my car, flashing light in my car?
Is it illegal to walk around with a flashlight?
Who are you to do that? You're not a police officer.
I'm
You're
a concerned citizen.
Okay, and I'm working.
Okay,
I'm working.
and I was checking to make sure you are okay. So why don't you calm down with the attitude? Because I've been polite with you.
You don't even live here.
You don't even know
You
that.
live here.
You don't even know that.
Identify yourself then. Where you live at? Where's your
I
ID?
don't have to identify myself.
Where's your ID?
901.151 states I do not have to
Where's your
identify
ID?
myself. I am done talking to
You
you.
arrested me.
Go 10-8, dude.
You arrested
Go
me.
10-8.
All the other officers on the scene recognized that the sergeant was in the wrong. They ended up escorting him away from the scene. It was quite a sight to see a sergeant being corrected by his juniors.
You need to go 10-8, man.
I know that. I know who they are. I know exactly.
You don't know.
You
have no
arrested
idea
me.
who
Came
I
up to my
am.
car, put your light in my car.
I was standing right there on the sidewalk, so good luck, bro.
That's a lie.
I was standing right there on the sidewalk.
Right in front of my car.
Really? I got body
Right in
camera and
front of my
everything.
car. Right in front of my car. That's where you were.
You're
Right
a
in front-
punk, dude. You give police officers a bad name, dude. You're
Really?
a punk.
Because
Yes.
you're antagonizing me?
No, because you're antagonized. You were the one that freaking set off on
You
us, dude.
came here to bother me in my job.
That's ridiculous.
I'm working. Why are you here?
Because you've been sitting
Why
here
are
for
you
a
here?
while.
First Amendment
You've been sitting here
Why
for
are you
a
here?
while, and I wanted to make
Why
sure
are
you
you
were
here?
okay.
He's not though.
Why are you here?
Officer safety, I was trying to make sure you were okay.
You have nothing better to do.
First Amendment
That's why
right
you're
to
here.
record you in
You
your
have nothing
duties.
better to do.
First
That's
Amendment
why you
right
got
to
me here.
record you in
You
your
have nothing
duties.
better to do.
First Amendment right to record you in your duties.
Come to my car harassing me.
Realizing the sergeant had treated them unfairly, the officer tried to talk to the auditors and reassured them that they weren't breaking any laws. He acknowledged that the sergeant had made a mistake.
Officer Sandoval, I never caught your name. I know you don't want to identify yourself. First Amendment protected activity. You can walk off at any point.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Hey, by the way, hey, sir. Thank you very much for your professionalism, man. I'll give you a fist bump, man. Holy crap.
Yo, this officer.
What a punk.
Sergeant Jack, Miami Police Department. Very unprofessional. He calls all these.
That was ridiculous, man.
1, 2, 3, 4 units.
Absolutely ridiculous.
At all.
Yo, let's go. We're not being detained. They just said that. We're not being detained. You got 214-204. You got 213-232.
Soon after, all the officers, including the sergeant, left the area, understanding that he could no longer intimidate the auditor.
Jack, Miami Police Department.
Oh no, look, we're making them actually have to go and do work.
Bro, this guy should be fired. What, you're gonna run him over?
I don't know.
Hey, and it's really nice because pedestrians have right-of-way at crosswalks.
The sergeant got a big lesson from his juniors when they refused to violate the auditor's rights like he wanted to. On January 13th, 2022, First Amendment auditor and YouTuber Free Press, NC, decided to audit the Burlington police station. While he was recording the parking lot, Officer Delgado approached him.
Tires are mostly in good shape. Can't tell entirely, but they're, generally speaking, they seem to be good tires. Hi!
What are you doing?
Just checking out my employees. What's up? What's your name and badge number?
Delgado.
Delgado, you have a badge number?
I don't.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna give that.
So what are you doing?
Just checking on the Burlington employees and seeing if you guys are doing a great job.
About
If you're keeping, yeah.
through the cars?
Yeah, I want to make sure you're keeping the officers safe with like good tires and that you're not leaving out.
Shortly after, another officer arrived and began to act hostile towards the auditor, claiming he was trespassing.
What's that?
You come speak with us.
You said I need to?
Yes, sir. You're actually trespassing unless you actually have something.
You want me to or I need to? It's hard.
Do you have any business back here? This is only police personnel only.
Yeah, you said I need to, so I was asking, do you want me to come talk to her or do I have to? Am I being detained?
Yes, sir. At this point, yes, sir.
Okay, for suspicion of what crime?
Okay, you're walking around taking pictures of police cars and so forth. You don't have any business here.
Is that
Police
illegal?
department.
Is that illegal?
Well, snapping photos and recording videos of a police parking lot isn't against the law since it's a public area. But it was clear that the officers had no understanding of the law.
And your name, badge number?
I don't have a badge number. Sergeant Marsh.
Sergeant Marsh, okay. So you said I'm detained. And I said suspicion of what crime?
What are you doing back here?
Suspicion of what crime? What's your RAS?
Asking you a question. You need to leave, sir.
What crime have I committed?
You need to leave.
If you'd like to stand on the sidewalk and do
He
what
told
it
me
is
I
you're
have to
doing.
come here and I'm detained.
I
So
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
you said we need you to come here and you said
I
I'm
need to talk to
detained.
you. So I need to talk to you. If you want to go over there, take on the sidewalk, take pictures, you're more than welcome, but you can't be back here.
So the sign that says public entrance is not a public entrance?
If you have business here.
Yeah.
Do you have business here?
Am I required to answer that question?
Okay, sir. At this point, you're being asked If you want to go over and take pictures,
I know I'm being asked because you don't want to infringe on my rights, which is why you've not ordered me to, but you still have me detained. Are you going to undetain me or am I still detained?
You're not detained.
Okay.
You're more than free, but you
I can do what I want. Thanks. It's a public...
Sir, you can go on the sidewalk and take pictures.
You have to stay on the sidewalk.
Where's the sign that says it's authorized personnel only? There's actually a sign in here that says public parking, right?
The sergeant got more and more worked up with the auditor, needlessly making things tougher instead of calming them down. That's when the auditor asked for a supervisor to step in and help out.
Tell me I'm detained in a public parking lot with no signs. That's bull. Back off.
Well, sir, you need to understand.
I don't need to do. You detained me for nothing.
Sir, you need to leave the parking lot.
Give me your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Give me your supervisor, the LT. This is bull.
I don't want to do it.
Notice I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm talking to him this way.
I understand.
You have no signs that say no trespassing, and it freaking says public entrance. You cannot detain me for videotaping.
I didn't
Why were
detain
you
you.
all in that car?
I wasn't in a car. If you find evidence of me being in a car, then bring me in and Raz and detain me and we'll talk.
And that's why we started speaking with you, because of that.
You can't detain me to figure out if I committed a crime. You're a freaking sergeant.
Yes, sir. We can.
No, you cannot.
The auditor argued that the sergeant didn't have any valid reason to detain him, and he was correct. So, when the sergeant asked for his ID, the auditor refused to provide it.
Seeing you, and I called my sergeant.
And that's why I got out.
That's what you need to articulate. You didn't do that until now. He was telling me that I was suspicious because I was filming around vehicles, but he doesn't get to detain me because I'm filming. I don't care how suspicious it looks. You will not get my name. I am not trespassing, and I will not leave. You know, if you guys have signs up that says this is a trespassed area, authorized personnel only, you got gates up, of course I can't come in.
Well, usually...
He's making up laws.
Like I was saying, usually it is. We only allow police cars and people back here, but due to the front lobby, people do come, public citizens.
Right,
they do come back
which
here.
is why I'm here.
Finally, the sergeant faced a critical moment when the lieutenant showed up and calmly diffused the entire situation.
If you've been getting scam texts like these, it was me. I said that probably means your data's been leaked. And I have all of it. Who leaked it? I did it. I leaked it. Luckily, I started using Guardio. Wait, what? With one single subscription to Guardio,